Hey guys, it's Eric from Edrumcenter here with Aubrey and Andy, and we're going to talk about the EFNOTE 703X, which was actually introduced in January. Right?
Yeah.
Because I saw it at NAMM, played on it at the show and everything, but for some reason we didn't get pricing and kits until October, like last month, middle of last month or something.
Right.
So this kit is essentially just a variation. It's not really a new kit.
Right.
It's a variation of the EFNOTE Pro kits that came out last fall, summer, that kind of thing. It's got a 14-inch snare, a 10-inch mounted tom, 20-inch kick, 13-inch and 15-inch floor toms, the 14-inch EFNOTE hats, 17-inch special effects cymbal, 16-inch crash, 18-inch crash, an 18-inch dark crash, and the 20-inch ride. So was a total 11 things.
Yeah.
And it also, of course, has the EFNOTE Pro module for the module. Comes with all the cables that you'd need to hook it all up. And it's in the black oak finish. What do you guys think about it?
I mean, it's a fun kit to play. I just went and shredded on it a little bit. Nothing really new.
No, we had the 707 kit set up for over a year.
Mm-hmm. Are there new sounds or new kits on there? Okay. Well, they've definitely expanded since I first played an EFNOTE.
Yeah, it's different than the sounds on like the 5 and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, and there's some really fun kits to play on with some really tight snares. I like all the funkier sounding kits, the stuff that sounds like it should go with like neo soul or something. Did you bring up the kick drum?
Yeah, that was the one main thing I was going to point out because we had this issue with the other Pro kit we had, which was the kick drum not being very sensitive. So I went in and literally just maxed out the sensitivity to 10 and then raised the level a little bit just to get it to
it felt normal. I liked it. I liked where it was. I actually think I could use a little bit of sensitivity on some of the toms and some of the kits, but it wasn't really an issue or anything like that. But some of those effect cymbals had some really cool. They had some stacks. They had some weird like China sounds to that cymbal with the holes in it to the left. As I mentioned to you before, there's a couple changes that I would like to see in the future. And if
what?
The touchscreen is fine. I kind of wish they had like a dedicated kit selector knob. There's a space for it. It's right there. I just wish that space was utilized by a knob.
It's just got the 3 knobs and then the gap in between.
Yeah. I would love to have a knob right there that just cycles between kits. Yes, you can swipe on the screen. That's cool. I like knobs. And the other thing is all the EFNOTE kits have had a kit or a preset that has a snare with the snares turned off. I kind of wish there was somewhere. It can be on the touch screen. So I'm not anti-touchscreen, but it could be somewhere on there where you hit it and it turns the snares off. That's just a little, that would be cool. So you can do that on any kit. I can go to a gig and never turn my snares off once.
No, that's something I don't think I would ever use personally.
But sometimes it'd be nice to do that just for like a middle section of a song or something like that, to where you want kind of more of a tom groove thing, maybe a Tool sounding groove or something like that, or whatever, just for a little bit of ambiance or something. I don't know, or dynamics, to be able to turn that thing on and off. That's just something it's not even a gripe. It's just something that would be cool.
Yeah, it's a wish list.
Yeah. But that knob for the kit selection, I wish that was there.
Yeah, because I hadn't even really thought about that, but yeah, it is.
But you don't have to do it.
Typically, when somebody sits down to demo that kit, I hadn't really even thought about this, but I have to kind of show them how to do stuff.
Yeah. I remember when we first picked up EFNOTE back before the Pro module even came out, there was enough people that asked, like, how do I change kits, where that just became part of my spiel whenever they first sit down. Like, before I even walk away and let you play, let me show you how to change kits and stuff.
Well, you just showed us how that you can swipe. I was like, oh.
I thought you knew that.
No.
Honestly,
I was hitting the screen and it would bring up all the kits, and then I could use the knob to go up and down. Yeah. But then when I clicked the knob, it was like, do you want to turn the power off? I was like, no.
Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah.
So it's either you you swipe, which makes the most sense. But if you didn't know that, then you can use the knob to select, but then you have to use the screen to prompt it and to accept it. So I was like, can't there just be a knob? I don't know. But again,
I see your point. I had kind of taken all that for granted, to be honest with you. Just kind of. So let's circle back around to what we like about the kit.
Yeah.
But so one thing we have not touched on at all. Number one, the cymbals are fantastic. If you haven't watched our 707 or our other EFNOTE videos and you're just watching this one, go back and watch those because like the cymbals on these kits are excellent. They're really good. It's
dynamic.
Either the best or one of the best hi-hats on the market.
Right.
Depending on who you ask. And they're great to play. They feel good. 360 triggering on everything.
You get the bell on the hi-hat.
Yeah, bell on everything that has a bell. You know, you have a bell, even the hi-hat. That's cool.
Yeah, because the module itself has so many inputs that it gives you the space to have dedicated bell cables for all the crashes. And then you also have all the outputs, which is one of the main reasons people buy the Pro module is all the outputs. People want individual outputs for every pad, and this one's got, was it 12 individual outs?
12 XLR outs.
Yeah, 12 XLR outs.
It's got a couple
and then a left and right.
Outputs.
Yeah. So like you've got if you're needing this to go to a sound guy with him having control, he's gonna love this module. Like with all the outputs, you get all the just features with that, and that's why a lot of people gravitate towards this.
And everything triggers, not just the cymbals, but the drums. Everything triggers basically flawlessly.
Oh yeah.
No missed triggers.
Right.
You know,
Good dynamically. You can play dynamically really well. You can, do crescendos and decrescendos on the toms, and the kick drum reacts if you hit it soft or loud.
Yeah, it's a great playing experience. People come in and play, and they're like, man, that's a couple of nitpicks aside, that's a great electronic drum kit.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I know when we had the 707 set up, it was like pretty much everyone who came here to try it out would try it out, be like, man, this is exactly what I was kind of hoping for. Then they would try out other kits we had, and then they would still leave with that one, especially churches. Like, it seems like every guy that came here was to try one of those out, and they fell in love with it. Like, this is exactly what we were hoping it was, and it's just a great experience overall.
Yeah. You won't if you buy this kit, you're not going to be like, oh man, just it's a great playing kit. It's fun, looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the black so much better than the white.
I like the white, but if I was going to buy one, I'd probably buy the black. Yeah. Another thing I really like about this kit is the touchscreen. I know you said all things considered, it's a good touchscreen.
Yeah.
It works really well.
It's much better than when they first came out.
Yeah, it's a big improvement over their first modules.
It used to have to kind of mash it a little
which
bit.
you just kind of had to get used to. But this one is just like, it feels like a, iPad, iPhone.
Yeah, it works.
It's modern feeling touchscreen. Mm-hmm. It works really well.
Yeah,
I have no problem with it. Well, is there anything else we want to talk about on this kit? I think we covered pretty much everything. But anyway, it's a great kit.
Mm-hmm.
We love the way it looks. Plays great.
I don't think anyone that buys it's going to be upset.
Oh no, it's awesome. And we're talking about these. There's a big drop off from this kit. There's definitely not that many players in this high end range. So if you guys have questions, want to help choosing a kit, definitely reach out to our sales team. And sometimes, if you're watching this video in a year, sometimes prices will change and features might change. Just check back in with us. So with that said, we'll wrap it up. Please check out other videos, subscribe for more, and we'll talk to you next time.